Hello and welcome to another FS19 map first look. So this time we're on Little Norton and we are at the spawn in point, the initial one, which is the village pub, which is quite useful really. Our truck is even parked down here, but we haven't been on the alcohol so we can drive it. It's closed at the minute due to certain reasons. So we start at the old oak. So I think the someone who's been a bit overweight has been sitting on these benches this end. They seem to have sunk through the tarmac. Someone needs to go on a diet. So this is a truck we start with in game. It's not one that I've leased or anything to do this with. So you see the FPS is not bad at all. We turn to the left out of here to start with. It'll take us up towards the edge of the map. I've turned the traffic off on here. The houses are nicely spaced out on here. So you haven't got to worry about tightly packed housing or anything. So heading up to the map boundary. Using my grass textures, not in game or anything. So this is the boundary here. As you can see, nicely blocked off so we can't get to it. So we now head off in this direction. So I've had a quick sprint round here and look, I think it's a map we're going to be doing something on. Possibly thinking realistic let's play with seasons. So coming down here, got cattle grids there, which would allow the sheep between the two. Which is quite a nice little setup. So sort of double sheep yard there. So we'll go hedge hopping up here just to have a look in this yard. It's hopping because the hedges have collisions on here. So you have to hop over them. Got ourselves a nice yard in here, with barns and everything. Gate there. So FPS is fairly stable on here. So nice big high barns as well. So just the other side of the pub here. Shall we get into this yard? So I'll just get the displays up so we can see where we're going. We're heading up towards the top of the map here. Good mixture of field sizes as you can see from the PDA there. It's getting a bit smaller. Just nicely laid out I think. I know the FPS is dropping occasionally, but is using modified textures. It's nowhere near as bad as the other map we looked at this week. So we've got another yard up here. So again, nice buildings. Plenty of space for moving things about. Got a tire cutting through the wall there. Which by the looks of it would mean we've got junk around the back here. It's a bit of an old derelict farmyard really. There's another UK based map, which always tend to get me to want to do something on them. So let's see what I can come up with for this one. We're obviously in here on New Farmer at the moment. So at the edge of the map up here again. Not quite as well hidden there, but not bad. Better than some we've seen. I'm not going to go on a floaty tree search. But we can have a little ride through the woodland, see what we've got in here. If we find anything that's an accident. It's a very grassy in the bottom of the woods here. It's a very open woodland. But nice woodland nonetheless. Nice big field to our side here. So sort of heading around the edge of the map still. So just turning left here. Remembering I was driving on the wrong side of the road. We have grain sell point. Which could be an interesting one to get a lorry in by the looks of that. Just have to drive in and reverse it up onto there. We're right next to the shop as well here. I haven't been to yet, as we already started with this vehicle. So lots of prop vehicles in here by the looks of it. I think I'll do anything on this map, I'll be having a little bit of a thin out, shall we say. Especially that Lexion, because that really looks out of place. There's our shop, so plenty of space in there for everything, so we shouldn't have any issues in that respect. We will have to hunt the machinery on here because it's not all in obvious places. Try not to run over any pedestrians. So FPS is down a bit here, but we've got a lot of trees where we are, so I'd expect it there. Very simple houses, and there's the map boundary. So nicely hidden there. We're going to have to go through a drive through the woods. We should come to the stables down here by the looks of it. Stables here. It's a game, in-game setup. Some bits are. So it looks like some of what Stevie has used onto his maps. But nice big equestrian centre there. So if you want to play with horses on here, this looks a good map to do it with. So I'll just head out this way, just trying to avoid having to open the gate basically. We should come back to road. We'll head down here and see what we've got this way. I did notice on the map we've got a custard factory on here. So, sweet potato co-op, cement factory, sawmill, transport company, crazy wool, cozy wool. No mistaking the sawmill. Big sawmill. So plenty of space down here to get vehicles in and out of. Nice to have a big group of sell points together. It's yanking the FPS down again. So wool and cotton there, potatoes there, and the co-op here. So we'll carry on our little trip back out the other way now. I'll have a think what I'm going to do on this map. Definitely do something on here. Old shaped fields, which is good. Well, let's head down this way. So we've got the garden centre there, which is another sell point. Come to the back of the industrial estate. Big wide open grass fields. Another big woodland area down the bottom here. And dual carriageway this time. So tree lined all the way down. Stay on the dual carriageway at the moment. So coming around the back of our farm we start with. So we don't get a speeding ticket. You can see a bit more of the layout of the map from down here. It does look a nice map. So roadworks ahead, no doubting on that one there. So looks like I've got no choice but to go to the BGA there. So looks like we've got a fair sized BGA. Fuel station here as well. So you got some big clamps on the right there. So clamps on the right. There's your BGA on the left. It's interesting. Slightly different to the norm anyway. So heading back to the right again. tab through our machinery we start with and see what we can find. Because having tabbed through them, it's a bit different to the norm in some respects. Just got one more sell point up here we'll just drive into and have a look. Grain mill there. So one way in and one way out. So a bit of shunting with tractors and trailers in there by the looks of it. Head up this way now. And we should come to a farm. So here is the farm we start with. So I'll just tab through tractors, etc. We've got Fiat down here with 784 hours on it, dumped in the rubbish. Starts. So there's one to extract down there if we need it. 48 hours on the combine. 28 on the fast track 4220, 84.2 on the little Massey, 14 on the skid steer, and 38 on our truck. So you see we start with used machinery on this map. Not many maps that happens on, but nice yards. A bit more of our machinery in here. So you start with a plough, cultivator, sprayer, and drill. Loader over here. Rake, mower and baler in there. It's a nice little starting piece of machinery. Cow shed over here. She's nicely laid out, a nice big one for us getting out of. Plenty of space there with the silage clamp beside it. Heading across this way should bring us across to another horse yard by the looks of it, and the pig pen. So plenty of space over this one as well. So we now have a look at the map and at the other machine we've got in case we missed anything. So we're starting with what's in the garage. So we've got the 3 tractors, which aren't worth a great amount if you want to sell them because of the hours, especially the Fiat. The combine, skid steer, truck, trailer, the header, plough, cultivator, drill, sprayer, manure spreader, rake, mower, baler, bale trailer, loader buckets, header trailers and weights, and a doormat on the house. Interesting. Which has a sleep trigger and a spawn point on it. You know, quite a nice little touch that is actually. So, going into the map then. Here it is. So on new farm we start with 38, 39, 40 and 41. And that whole block in there. But if we want to buy some more, 137, 49, 372, 322. So fields aren't unreasonably priced on here, which is good. And most of them could be bought single. There's the odd one which comes as a set. So 31 and 32 to come together for 55,000. 177 for the pig farm with the paddocks around it. That one's 151 for 3 together. But most of them are bought singly. Woodland areas can be bought in stages. Outside of the map is very, very expensive. As you can see, it's a nicely laid out map. So we'll be doing something on here. And I'm thinking, as I said a little while ago, Realistic Seasons Let's Play. So we'll be looking into that over the next few days. But for now, that's where I'm going to be leaving this video. So I'll say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.